都计划完了之后呢，他会说随着主可能被 免选择自由，比如说我多加5000，多加5万，多加10都行。但有的时候如果刚好加特别少，有可能他会提高。1000块钱太少了，现在是超跌价格，他会这样。而且我都会站点这边都有什么问题我都。好吧，好，好，好，谢谢。对，他会先问有没有人想投资。如果你直接说一个这种话，他就从你开始。如果全场都没有人说的，会建议。对，他基本会控制节奏，他会说，OK，现在谁想出再高，对吧？有可能会说我想出90亿，如果你觉得加1万块钱挺多的，你说我想出90万之前，他有可能这个地方他也会给别人钱，或者他也可能太少了，但是我会站起来。
Good evening, folks. Welcome along to Ray White Glenfield for another set of fantastic auctions. The Carpenter Realty Group represented here this evening, and properties from Unsworth right up to Red Beach. Here this evening we call auctions right all the way across the North Shore and beyond. But your chance to go and purchase two magnificent properties here this evening. Thanks for those that have turned up. It's great to see your faces. Obviously, we're a little bit of social distancing still in play, but great to have you here. To our team, all doctors around the room, many of us with badges, scarves, and boots and things. You're welcome to approach us at any time. We're here to assist you in your bidding, and by all means, all the very best to those that registered here unconditionally this evening to be able to purchase the properties on offer. We do also advertise out to our conditional market to register their interest. Those that are waiting to make an offer on a conditional basis post-auction. Some of you are here this evening. We wish you all the very best. You obviously will wait with bated breath to see if these properties will sell unconditionally. But in the event that they don't sell unconditionally, we'll give you a chance to make that offer straight away here this evening, and obviously make yourself known straight away in the event that it does get passed in. But every intention to sell unconditionally here this evening for both of our homes, number 27 Westminster Gardens in Unsworth Heights, and number 12 Bridget's Court in Red Beach. Two offerings for you here this evening. great properties and well worthy of your investments. Folks, your terms and conditions, they are unconditional for your bidding here tonight. I'll run you through those terms very briefly. We take you through the properties verbatim style as well. To the right hand side here, there will be a bit of a slideshow to whet the appetite. But as we progress in terms of your bidding here, just make sure that you raise your hand nice and high and get yourself into the most you do before you purchasing the properties. Walking out of here, know you're purchasing great parcels of real estates. Folks, both of the properties will have been displayed with your unconditional bidding terms today. They have been on display throughout the course of the campaigns with both of the properties here this evening. Your physical address, the letterbox address for the property, the legal description attached there for you as well, a list of channels that will come along with the property, a settlement date in which you can move in and enjoy the home is set down for you, and an interest rate charge there as well for late settlement. Simply means to make sure that you settle on time. Further terms of sale, if there's anything we need to let you know about the property, there will be additions in the further terms of sale part of that document. And here this evening, I think we're reasonably clear. There's nothing we need to be worried about with respect to our bidding a good cash, clean and unconditional contract for us to transact under here. Folks, both of the properties, they have reserve prices on them. That means a figure that I can sell the property. If I can reach that, I can put it on the market and sell it to you here this evening. If we don't reach that figure, I will pause, I'll negotiate just with one bidder, that is the top bidder, to see if we can get to a level that is satisfactory. If we don't get to the figure that the owners are after, we will indeed pass the property in. It will mean that our conditional buyers can jump in and have a bite of the pie as well. But for those that are bidding unconditionally here tonight, there is an opportunity for that top bidder to be sold the property exclusively. That does mean that we can sell it without coming back to the floor and announcing it on the market here tonight. So please, by all means, in this auction room, please do not listen for that on the market. We may well be selling the property to that highest bidder if the owner instructs us to sell exclusively. Folks, three things will happen once you buy tonight. You'll sign the documentation, deposit 10% of that purchase price. You let your GST stats be known. Your bidding is all inclusive of GST here today. There's nothing payable on top of the purchase price. It's standard with residential auctions in New Zealand. And in terms of the bidding here, it is one last thing I named to. That is called vendor bid. We do that just to protect the owner's interest at all costs. We don't outbid the marketplace by any means. That's not what we're here to do. But in the place that we did place a vendor bid, we'll make it very clear. We'll obviously put a stake in the ground in terms of where the owner is prepared to not sell. And that'll give you a bit of a guideline to step above and pause and negotiate. Folks, wish you all the very best. Your terms have been provided throughout the course, and we trust they have been read and understood. We trust you get good cash unconditionally this evening on both of the offerings, and we get straight into it in just a moment. Well, folks, our first offering is number 27, Westminster Gardens in Unsworth Heights. Liz and Andy have been in charge of the marketing over the last couple of weeks. These guys are doing marvellous work, and as we can see, a home that has been well represented throughout the course. Fantastic marketing on this one. And a beautiful home ready to be moved into and thoroughly enjoyed. Our owners, they've loved this home, and it is with heavy hearts they pass it on to a lucky buyer amongst you here today. But a chance to be able to secure a home in a superb location, great schooling and everything that Unsworth Heights has to offer. Folks, your terms, they are for a fee simple estate. It's 600 square metres, your site. So there's lot 201. Deposited plan 161170, your record title NA 96D folio 578. Your list of channels, they're confirmed. They are fixed floor coverings, blinds, curtains, light fittings, our burglar alarm, dishwasher, extractor fan, garden sheds, the garage door remotes, the heated towel rail, range hood, TV aerial, the telephone, the waste disposal unit, the oven, and the ceramic electric top. Vacant possession, Thursday the 9th of July 2020, so a nice quick settlement date for those that are ready to move into this home, and the interest rate charged there at 12% per annum. Clauses 21 and 22, just our standard additions to the contract. Retrofit your home skin in terms of the insulation is in clause 22, but it's a nice, neat, unconditional contract to be able to purchase under here this evening, and in that regard, all the very best. Well, here we are, folks, positioned very well. That last shot, obviously, you can see we are nicely, neatly positioned at the end of the cul-de-sac there, and throughout the home, fantastic sizes and spaces to utilise over the years, indoor, outdoor flow galore, and as you can see, a nice open plan kitchen lounge dining area there for you over the years to come as well. It is neatly elevated. You look upon your neighbours going down the street there, so you're nicely positioned indeed. And this one, obviously, as you can see, a street frontage that is glorious as well. Plenty of space around the home, however, not too much to maintain over the years. A good 600 square metre site on offer for you. And in terms of location, obviously, Unsworth is really close to our main arterial routes. If you want to get into the CBD, it is a breeze there as well. The schooling is superb, and obviously you buy not only a superb home, but a magnificent location in terms of the opportunity here on the North Shore. So we've seen it, we've loved it, we're here today to buy it. We give you a chance to be able to raise an offer at a figure that you see fit in your court buyers. Number says we will kick it off. Chances here. $900,000, we'll take it, so $900,000, a bit over and above, $925 if you'd like to put yourself in front left-hand side, and $900 the bid, so $900,000, our bid in the centre. I call away here 3 times the offer, $925 if you will, ma'am, come in, chances here, first call at $900 the bid, centre, second call at $900,000, 25 is our bid, now left-hand side. So 9.5 would be yours at $950, and $925,000 the bid, now left-hand side. At $925, we say 50 to go from here. 50 can I say? 50's on the nose sir with you, and $950 to go. At $950, can I confirm? So $925,000 our bid. At $925, 50, are we in? First call at $925 left-hand side. Second, the opportunity at $925,000. Third and the final at $925,000. 50 is back with you. Well done, sir. So $950,000. It means your bid would be $975. I'd strongly suggest $1 million though, if you would like. At $950,000 our bid here. We call it back at $975 to go. I call away 3 times. Are you in? First call at $950,000. Second call at $960. Needs to be 75. We thank you though. So $950,000 our bid in the centre. And 950 again I call away. 975 to move. You just have to say yes, ma'am. 975 is the offer, left hand side. So obviously the natural return would be $1 million. It moves you north at $975,000 at present left hand. Now, 975, these simple sites in this location, we're doing very well. 975 and a chance here at $1 million to move. At 975 to bid. I call away in your favour left-hand side. Man, first call at 975. Secondly, offering at $975,000. Third, final at $975,000. A bid of $1 million to go from here. At 975, the officer. Again, nothing further. I do pause. We discuss straight away. So 975,000. Is there $1 million? Your call. First time, left-hand side. Do I pause, negotiate straight away? Remember, I can sell it without coming back to the floor. Second call at $975,000. The offer. Third, final at 975. Are we in at $1 million? Million, sir, or more? Two less? What would you like to do? Million? Should be easy at that level, so $975,000 again. The chance the offering it is left-hand side. I give you 3 calls, sir, nothing more. Happy to pause and negotiate straight away on the left at $975,000. Now $1 million to move from here. I call away, nothing more, and happy to chat. First call at 975 we are. Second call at $975,000. Third, final time, where to then folks, at 975, your call. Are you sure? You look very keen and eager, sir. Are you sure? Okay, so 975 at present on the left-hand side. It's simply not enough to be able to sell the property here today, but a good chance to have a discussion and see where we get to. What happens is we pause and negotiate with the buyer on the left-hand side here. This may take some time, backwards and forwards, to see where we get to in terms of the result here this evening. We will be back with lot number 2 in just a moment. Let's pause and have a quick chat. Thank you.
您的英文很好。
很好的，所以我就找他帮忙。
Okay. Hey, thanks folks. We've been negotiating obviously with our parties on the left-hand side. Thank you for that time to our owners as well in the rear room. We are currently at a new level. It does come up to a level of 995 now. And it's just simply not enough to be able to secure the property here this evening. The conversation with the owners, we're happy to negotiate with the top bidder for 24 hours here this evening. It means that the top bidder will have a right to be able to negotiate for that period. And generally, by statistics, that top bidder will also end up purchasing the property within that 24-hour period. Now, if you would like that opportunity to negotiate for 24 hours, it will be passed into you at present then, but at $995,000, I welcome a $5,000 rise and put you in the seat to be able to negotiate and see if you can close it over that 24-hour period. And we wish you all the best in that regard. But at $995,000 is your bid on the left at present. You're welcome to put $5,000 in front if you like. It's here and a chance to be able to do so. First call at $995,000, well worth it. $1 million to put it in front. Second call at $995,000, just $5,000 sir if you'd like it. Our third final at $995,000 the bid now left hand sides. 5,000 sir? Okay, well at $995,000 at present on the left hand side, man, that is still your seat. We do negotiate further with you. We have a quick chat with our owners in terms of positioning here tonight, and those that have interest either conditionally or unconditionally can potentially jump into the mix as well after that negotiation closes up. I'm not quite going to pass it in, just so we can have one more conversation, and I'll go on to one number two. Thank you. So what we're going to do, I'm going to leave that property in negotiation. I'm going to leave it live at present. Our bidder in the left-hand room here will have a bit of time here this evening if they can to see if they can get something together. It will be exclusive and we will go into exclusive negotiation for 24 hours for that buyer as well. And we thank you for coming along and all the very best. And to the buyer on the left-hand side of the list and negotiating that one. I will move past it in a minute if we don't reach my figure that is agreeable. I'd like to move on to what number 2 for you here this evening, a property in the wonderful Red Beach, an area that is well sought after, and the market agents over the last couple of weeks, Tyler Gordon, maybe so. Marvellous work is always again on campaigns, and Red Beach obviously doing very well for these guys. Number 12, Richard Court in Red Beach is your body. It is up on screen, and as you can see, beautiful throughout. Sprawling in size, amazing in the setup, and you can see very light, very spacious, and quality channels throughout this property as well. Your terms, they are for your unconditional bidding here tonight. A fixed simple estate of 611 square metres is on offer. Lot 17, deposit of plan 474610. Your record title is 652265. Your listed channels, they are fixed floor coverings, units, light fittings, dishwasher, garage door remote, the household keys, range hoods, and cooktop and oven. Your settlement date is Thursday, the 2nd of July 2020. Unless you have agreed otherwise, an interest rate charged for late settlement at 12% per annum. Further terms of sale, they are nice and clear here today. A fantastic cash, clean and unconditional contract for your bid. Standard terms were added, all 21 through 25, but nothing we need to be worried about with respect to our bidding here today. So you buy very well, and it's a superb offering for you to purchase under the terms. Although, as you can see, the layout of this property has been well thought out and well designed. Multi-level living, 5 bedrooms, including those 2 masters, and the other 2 bathrooms for service as well. The interior property obviously has been well set up with channels, and this home is one of those ones that will service for many years to come. Red Beach as an interior. The lifestyle is superb. There's good sought after behaviour in terms of buyer activity in that marketplace, and we expect that to continue as it gains in popularity. Obviously, Tyler has done some significant work in the area of recent and has thoroughly enjoyed marketing alongside Maggie So on this one, and a great chance to be able to see if we can secure the property unconditionally here tonight. I know there's a few of you waiting in the rooms to be able to buy this one on a conditional basis, and we will entertain that in the event that we didn't sell it unconditionally for you here this evening. So what we do is we get into it. It's a chance for us to be able to start the bidding at a figure that you see fit. Call to kick us off. Who wants to buy? Chances here. It's awkward quite quickly on the silence. Chance if we're here to buy it, a figure to start us away. Just an easy figure at $1 million if you would like to. I call to kick it at that level if you would like to start. Away I go, so $1 million it is. At $1 million a chance here over and above, and $1,050,000 to move from here. So $1 million we start. At $1 million we call it here. $1,050,000 if we'd like to, sir, to bring you in. But $1 million we kick it away and a chance on offering. At a $1 million bid. First call at $1 million, a chance here at $1,050,000. Nothing further, we pause. At a second call at $1 million. Are you in, sir, to bid tonight? Third and final time at $1 million our bids. $1,050,000, sir, happy to put you in that position and pause and negotiate here this evening, see where we can get to. I know you've registered your interest for the chance to have a discussion. $1 million at present. If we don't bid, there's nothing too much we can do other than allow you to compete with the people post-auction. So at $1 million at present, $1,050,000 to put yourself in front. I call away 3 times. The chance is here, sir. If we're here to do it, now's the time. First call at $1 million. Can we say 50? Second call at $1 million. Sir, at $1,050,000, obviously good value if you can go there. At $1 million, the present offer. Third and the final time at $1 million. Sir, your competition's in the room here tonight. If there's no forthcoming bid, you'll be competing with these people after auction. And obviously it puts you in a not as strong position as the present. So $1 million, a chance here if you'd like to negotiate unconditionally. We're happy to go into the post-auction scenario, put you into the competition, but a chance to see if we can secure it for you here tonight exists. I bid at $1,050,000 to go from here, sir. Nothing further. Happy to move on the owner's behalf and position for the post-auction market. A call waiting here. First chance at $1 million. Are we in? Are you sure? Second call. I would be doing it if I were you. Second call at $1 million bids. Third and final. Sir, I'm going to have a quick conversation with you. I'm sure your agent to the left has given you some pretty good advice, but at present is the best to get into position to negotiate unconditionally here tonight. I'd be happy to go into the post-auction market if that's the case. Thank you in just a second. Okay, thanks everyone. I will use it forcefully. I currently have the offer at $1 million on the vendor's behalf. That would be obviously our starting figure here today if someone wants to place an unconditional offer. Parting to the left hand side, I have sort of registered interest unconditionally, but I believe he has a wife to talk to, so we will leave him to do that straight after the auction here today. What I'm going to do is going to raise from the $1 million offer presently. I'm just going to take it $50,000 north to the $1,050,000, and what it does is positions everybody that would like to make an offer conditionally, whether that's subject to finance, subject to house sale, subject to lotto. It's up to you, and we put a conditional contract straight in play. He's excited to do it after the auction. And to you, sir, welcome to compete, mate, in any capacity you would like to after the auction as well. Your interest will need to be north of $1,050,000, and the pricing on the property, I imagine, will come out in the near future as well. But those that are willing to make an offer here this evening, I strongly advise to get into it, as I imagine that this property will be sold in the coming days with Kyle and Maggie. So we wish you all the very best, and to our gentleman on the right hand side as well to get the property, and the best to you as well. All the best team. Thank you.
big pool.
Great.
Yes.
Great.
Want to stop that?
I don't know.
他这也是第一句那个 T 恤。